Creators like Maganote, author of Mushoku Tensei, are so necessary for today to lead by example for other creators to follow. In the current climate where so many are scared to be edgy, risk-taking, worried of offending, fearful of the outrage mob, Maganote's mindset is just refreshing, coming few and far between, when really it should be the status quo, unfazed from what many people label him as, name-calling all of his fans who enjoy his work. Creators like him make me want to support him all the way, someone I can trust who won't cower to the fringe weirdos. Outside of his exceptional story of jobless reincarnation, his attitude deserves praise, versus others who quickly bend the knee at the first sight of any cry bullies who screech and demonizes their work. When everyone plays it safe, Maganote doesn't, sticking true to his vision. With a recent post on X, he says, "I'm happy when I receive praise, sad when I'm criticized, and hurt when I'm subjected to slander or abusive language. But no matter what people say, I'll still write what I want to write, so nothing really changes." And it's probably too early to curse in this video, but good fucking shit, man. Like,
my nigga.
I hope people like him don't overlook how much this inspires and emboldens people to follow his lead. He is that guy that's the first one over the hill, taking all the arrows and spears being flung at him before the rest of his men follows in support. As it says here, many Japanese regard his journey as self-published author to successful franchise creator as inspirational. And you don't make those type of transitions from being risk adverse but risk tolerant, and clearly he is that. Maganote's interest in storytelling began after watching the 1995 anime film Whisper of the Heart as a child. I didn't know that. And he makes public appearances in a medieval mask, which I don't blame him for that. Too many psychopaths out here, so keeping your identity hidden, I do understand. And that's something I have noticed a lot with mangakas or Japanese authors in general, that they aren't obsessed with fame like here in the West. And if anything, they do what it takes to shy away from it. I just think that's interesting. When referring to Mushoku Tensei, the series has been praised for its high quality animation and detailed character development, and that's something I highly praise it for myself. The amount of character development is something I was not expecting when I first got into this anime. Despite its success, Mushoku Tensei does not always receive the recognition it deserves in Japan. Isekai stories and self-published novels are sometimes dismissed by non-fans as lacking literary merit. Perhaps the skepticism is why Maganote recently reaffirmed his stance on writing for himself rather than for the approval of others. And okay, wow. Bro, you are preaching to the choir right now. I did not know that. As he puts it, if no one is going to see my work, then there's no point in making it public. So I do put effort into making sure people can see it, but that's only after I've written what I truly love, the way I want to. Don't get that mixed up. My passion comes first, the audience comes second. You all are always an afterthought. Sorry about that, which, okay. I admire that, and I get it. And obviously it's a winning formula because that's what causes his fans to stick around. Now, I can highly relate to that. It's almost like he's saying verbatim my thought process years ago. I don't think it's no coincidence why I'm such a fan of Mushoku Tensei. Shameless plug, but some of you know I do music, but that mentality he's mentioned has led to one of my most successful songs titled Letting Go. And I'll leave a link for that in the description if you're interested. But I remember making music for what I thought other people wanted to hear years ago, but frustrated with the lack of results I was receiving. So then I just decided to make music for myself, since I figured I'm my only audience, so just focus on what I love to make. And then it led to one of my most streamed songs ever, ironically. And it's funny because the song I put the least amount of effort in led to the most productive outcome, which was crazy to experience at the time. But enough of that shameless plug, and I know I'm moving on. But when I say his attitude he's adopted inspires and emboldens others, that's what I'm referring to. Outlooks on life and art such as that are contagious, and it just grips you, especially when you see the destination of success it leads to. So shout out to Maganote. And it's no wonder why he stands out in this field. And believe me, the fans appreciate it no matter the amount of hate he receives. And I'll just read a few responses to his post on X. Anime is in good hands with authors like him who don't cater to casuals. Mushoku Tensei and ReZero, really the goats of isekai. Then you got the Chad post, which is pretty accurate in this sense. Bending the knee to pressure from a group of bullies that aren't even your audience is sheep behavior. My goat knows that. The thing is, it's got some of the best character development and world building, but people keep shitting on it for the most mundane reasons and make up shit that doesn't even happen, which is easily disproven if you actually read the light novels. But it at least keeps tourists out from peak, which is true, and thank God for that. And of course, he gets the typical hate from people who can't distinguish between reality and fiction. Isn't this anime borderline incest and pedo? The shit has so much potential, the shit just weird and too freaky.
You bite your tongue
He's a brave and a decent man. He's a pioneer.
But I truly believe the love outweighs it all. GOAT, one of the best fantasy shows we have had in a long time, and a few vocal tourists feel the need to make it known they can't watch it, and that those who do are bad people or the author is evil. Good to know the author won't be changed. Yes, and I totally agree with that, man. So shout out to Maganote. But that's all I have for this video. Tell me what you think in the comment section below. Again, I champion creators like these with bold attitudes when they come few and far between. It makes me want to support them even more, so good shit. And if you haven't already, check out my music on Spotify, link in the description below. If you love those Samurai Champloo lo-fi mellow boom bap vibes, then my music is definitely for you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Free think. Peace.